everybody. I have a bit of a different video for you today. We're going to be working in my memory planner. So this is the memory planner that I use. It is a planner you can grab at a cherry on top if you like. This process video goes along with a blog post up on a cherry on top. So if you would like to know why I memory plan or what memory planning is, if this process doesn't answer your questions, then feel free to head over to the blog post. The blog will be linked down below, and you can read over there all about the whys of memory planning, what it is, all that kind of stuff. I am working on the last week in May in my memory planner. I pre-plan a little bit in that I do every Monday put the past week's photos in on their dates and organize the photos. And then when I'm ready to create a spread, I start by grabbing this punch. This is the big box punch from the Happy Planner. So it punches squares of paper that fit perfectly with the boxes in the big Happy Planner memory planner. So this is a great way for me to use up scraps, and that's what I'm doing. I'm starting by grabbing some scraps from the Pinkfur Studio Happy Blooms collection. I am going to go ahead and punch boxes from some scraps that are powder ends, and then I'm going to grab this cut apart sheet and cut a couple of these little phrases off of the cut apart sheet to use at different spots along my spread. Once I have all of the different elements that I think I want to use on my spread, go ahead and kind of pick spots for them. I have a big chunk of open white space on this week. Some weeks are very photo heavy. Some weeks are not photo heavy at all. And so I just have to take it week by week and see what photos I have for the planner and what photos, what kind of big open spaces I have that I'm going to need to kind of fill in to make my spread colorful and fun and makes sense for me. Mostly just colorful and fun. So I have that big open area for the weekend because our weekend was obviously kind of quiet. Didn't do much. So I'm going to go ahead and start to kind of decide where I want all these boxes to go, where I want to add that pop of pattern. I do keep track of where these elements are because I do like to have kind of like a triangle of larger clusters. So once I have those larger decorative elements, now we need to grab some labels. We're going to use the labels as our planning spots. So I have a functional planner that I keep on my desk and I write everything down in it. And then once I am done once the week is finished, I have everything written down, I go back and I use it to coordinate what I want to journal about, what happened that week, things like that. I love these printable labels from Nicole Jones 911. These are journaling labels because I can use oodles of them and then just print more if I want. The next part of my process just is me doing all of the journaling, all of the writing. And then once I have the journaling and all of the writing down, I go ahead and adhere the labels and all the pattern paper and all those elements right where they are now because I like the way this spread is turning out. And this is where I decide that I wanted everything to go. So lots of writing, lots of journaling. I talk about things like what day I did the laundry and when I had a meeting. And when I taught, this week was a week that I taught scrap school over at Scrap Happy. So I have that on my things. Just things that I wouldn't necessarily scrapbook a 12 by 12 page about at all. And not a trip, not events, stuff that's happening, what I'm watching on TV, how are my little longer stories about how I got to spend this weekend with my nephews that I haven't seen since the pandemic. So lots and lots of just little stories, little things that I want to document and remember, but not necessarily create a 12 by 12 scrapbook page of. And when this spread is finished and done for the year, I'll have 52 weeks in one album of a snapshot of things. So I will always scrapbook 12 by 12, but you guys know many times my scrapbook layouts that I do are more of the fun, artistic, artsy type of things, whereas this project for me is more about documenting. Oh, it's also about stamping. So I love to stamp on my memory planner pages. I love it. I usually choose 3 or 4 different colors of Catherine Pooler inks. Today I chose the new color Sparkling Berry, Sweet 16, and Grass Skirt, because those are the ones that perfectly matched my Happy Blooms collection. I am using stamps from lots and lots of different companies. Lots of different little icons, just little things. I love to stamp on my memory planner pages. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue on. I add all of my icons first. All the stamps I know I want to use. These are some brand new ones from Kelly Stamps. I actually just got them the day that I put the spread together. And I was super excited to use this little like Dog Mom one. You know it's a good stamp when you're using it less than 24 hours after it comes into your mailbox, right? Right. Okay. So I wanted to add like a big title to the right side of my spread. I'm going to spell out Summer Days using Catherine Pooler's simple alphabet stamp. Love this alphabet stamp so much. It is still in stock at the shop. I don't know why it's still in stock at a Cherry on Top, because you all need to go buy it, but it's still in stock over there. So definitely, if you want to take a peek, or if you want any of these ink colors, if you want any of these products, they are all linked over in my blog post. Except for the small icon stamps, I get those little icon stamps primarily from Kelly Stamps, which is an Australian company, or The Paper Person. So all of these stamps, the small icon stamps that I'm using, come from one of those 2 places. And then these larger alphabet stamps are just some Catherine Pooler stamps. I am going to start with some black ink. I'm going to spell out Summer Days with the outline alphabet, and then I'm going to fill it in with the fill-in stamp set. And I'm going to use all 3 of those beautiful ink colors to create kind of my own multicolored lettering. So I'm just flipping between the Grass Skirt, the Sparkling Berry, and the Sweet 16 ink colors. The last thing I do when I'm creating a memory planner spread is to look for trapped space. Look for little blocks and areas where things aren't flowing well, and then go ahead. And the last thing I will do is I grab a small flat embellishment, so stickers or maybe die cuts if I have a small die cut pack. I'd pack with small die cuts. But for this one, I went with the puffy stickers that go with the Happy Blooms collection. I know I want to put something there. I don't like how I have like my TV stuff, but there needs to be something else there. And so I'm going to go with a little stamp that says watching, because that kind of helps you understand why. There's a picture of Chicago PD and then the handcuffs and the TV set, right? That's what I was watching this week. Please leave me a comment below if you would like me to do more of these videos. This is a project that I don't usually film or really share very often or much on my channel because it just doesn't seem to be real popular. But if you like it, if you want me to continue to film these processes and create videos, I'd be happy to do like maybe 2 a month or 3 a month or something like that. So here are all the close-ups. And like I said, if you want to hear or read about the whys of why I chose to do this project for this year and why I am choosing to do it next year too, please be sure to head over to Cherry on Top's blog. Bye.